Season's greetings from the Toolbox, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Bob Weir. But remember the reason for the season, folks. Like Ian Anderson said, the Christmas spirit is not what you drink. Hey, anyone else notice that Jackson Brown looks like Keith Raniere just got out of jail? Anyway, if you're Christmas shopping for SoCal... From Carolla One Studios in Glendale, California, this is the Adam Carolla Show. Adam's guest today, Kyle Dunnigan. With Gina Grad on news, Bald Brian on sound effects, and we'll play the Rotten Tomatoes game. And now, out-of-touch rich guy who eats in restaurants like some sort of king, Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get it on. No choice but to get it on. Mandate, you get it on now. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for telling a friend. We love that about you, right, Gina Grad?
That's right.
Handball, Brian.
Boom.
God damn. My Rams lost today to a team that was 0-11. Not 1-10. 0-11. What's that? First off, when I was a kid, that would have been unthinkable if a team that was heading for the playoffs would lose to a team that was winless this late in the season. Unthinkable. You never saw it. You never saw the Pittsburgh Steelers lose to a crappy team my entire childhood. But anyway, the Rams lost to the Jets, who were formerly 0-11. Or no, they could have been 0-12.
There's only 3 weeks left in the season, so
they must have been 0-12. 0-12. I don't know what that does for your confidence heading toward the. And by the way, talk about a mitzvah, something that none of the skill players know the definition of on the Rams, right. But a mitzvah for Seattle. Seattle wins, the Rams lose to an 0-12 team, and now Seattle's in first place. So there you go, Rams. All right, I went to Mastro's in Malibu last night. And this is quite nice. They had the whole outdoor thing. The thing about all the dining and all the outdoor dining and all the stuff, the Jets were 0-13.
Yeah.
Keeps getting better.
It's only 2 games left in the season.
Christ. 0-13, and you got beat by an 0-13 team. All right. All the places that you can go to that are kind of remaining open are packed. Mastro's, the outdoor dining, of course, was packed, so that was nice.
Quick question about the setup. So it's tented on all sides, right? I mean, because we looked at a little bit of that footage the other day.
No, it's tented above, and it appears to be open on the sides. That's maybe there's flaps. Maybe they bring them down when the wind kicks up or something. But this was pretty much just the tent, the AstroTurf. They kind of put in some sort of, fake facade hedge kind of barriers in between some tables, and it was very nice. I took Matt DeAndrea there. And we sat outside, and it was great. And then I got in an argument with people on Twitter. I don't even know what people's point is anymore. Like, you're a rich guy who wasn't rich, and now you're rich, and now you're eating steak.
This all checks out, by the way.
I know. There's some sort of... I kind of warned everyone about it for a long time. There's 2 things that are going on in this country. There's a race thing. So here's the attempt. The attempt is to take all the races and break them off into small pieces and then have them feud with one another. There's a whole race argument. And then the other one is a class argument. Mm-hmm. So you have things, they don't, thus, and they commingle. Like there's this race doesn't have stuff, and then you do. Everything is about rich or white or race or stuff. You got stuff, people don't have stuff. It's insane how fired up everyone is about this shit, and I don't get it. Brian remembers me on Loveline. I smelt this shit coming 25 years ago. I always used to say I'm a millionaire, literally a millionaire. I'd say it over and over again, and people were perturbed back then, but now everyone is just rip shit. You can't talk about spending $80 on a steak.
I'm confused because Mastro's is still Mastro's. They haven't changed. I assume they haven't changed their prices. Maybe they've pared the menu down a little bit, but like the people going there are still the people who went there, right? It's not like it's not as though, and I wonder if people think this, that there is some sub class of restaurant that is only open for rich guys. Like, I don't go to Mastro's if you want to drop $65 on a steak. That's still the case as it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
There's no math to do. None of it pencils out. I have no idea what the fuck everyone. I have no idea. But if you want to,
if you were going to like a country club or something that was only open, and as an exception to the rules, then you could see people getting pissed off, like, these fucking assholes paying all this money to blah blah. But this is just a restaurant that anyone could go to.
First things first, I've been poor more than half my life and watched not only people going out to nice restaurants, but seen it depicted on TV. Never had any fucking thoughts about it. I had no thoughts about it. I was like, those people choose to buy a lobster tail and we cannot. That was it. That's what rich people do, or not rich people. Just people want to go out and treat themselves. They just go out to nice restaurants. For us, it's every 5 years because we're poor, or never. But for them, they get to do it on weekends. I had zero thoughts about what other people had versus what we had, and if I did think about what other people had, my only thought was, I fucking wish we had some of that shit. I was never angry at the people that had the shit. I didn't burn 1 calorie trying to calculate how they got shit. It didn't matter to me whether their dad was rich or whether somebody died and left them money, or they worked their ass off and got it. It was of never mind. I was like, they got shit. I don't got shit. I want to get shit. That was it. It had nothing to do with them. There's some sort of fucking bizarre class obsession now. By the way, this is the Mark Zuckerberg flip-flop and cargo shorts syndrome.
Exactly
this is
what I was going to say.
And the people that have shit are scared shitless that everyone's going to come after them. And that's why. Yes. Go.
I was thinking this is your hoodie and Prius theory come full circle again. And I think that, and again, this is not a reason or an excuse to blast anybody for having what they have. I'm trying to see it from that angle. And I think Brian, it's probably less about the price of a steak going up, but the price of other people's bank accounts going down.
Okay.
There's layoffs, there's people waiting for stimulus checks. And I think it's probably, and I can't believe I'm using this word, but let's stay on theme. It's triggering for people who are going with less than they're used to.
Okay, no, that's a good point.
But that doesn't mean that anyone's the enemy. It certainly doesn't mean that somebody they don't know who's going out for a steak is their enemy. I'm just trying to figure out where the animosity comes from.
Here's what it is. Here's what's really going on. In the past, dumb people didn't have microphones. Now, all the fucking dumb shits have microphones. The dumbest fucks on the planet have Twitter, and everyone's fucking weighing in, and all the fucking retard Karen soccer moms in the world are like, oh, blah, 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 gonna chime in on everything. Dumb fucking people get to speak their mind. That is a fucking tragedy. That's insane. You dumb people need to shut the fuck up. It's insane. I went out and had a steak, and by the way, if you lean into anything, everyone goes berserk. You know, he's lost touch. He doesn't like working people. It's like, well, fuck you. By the way, I employ fucking more people than you know, you asswipes. Fuck you. And it's like, he doesn't like blue collar guys or working guys. Are you fucking nuts? That's the people I hang out with all day are blue collar working type guys. Ugh. It's so insane when people try to shame me because of where I come from, what I do now, what my background is. It's impossible. I'm fucking Teflon. I'm fucking impervious. I didn't get anything. I didn't get any grants. I didn't get any waivers. I didn't get any college funds. I didn't do anything. All I do is work and employ people.
Make the firefighting team?
No, it's so fucking weird. Ugh. I got to tell you, the whole Twitter thing and just the ability to communicate in general has revealed us and people for being fucking horrible. People are fucking. I never thought adults would be this way. These are grown, mostly educated adults, and I had no fucking idea how stupid they'd be. And there's only one. I was. Somebody called me pompous.
Oh.
Pompous. First off, all these are compliments to me. I spent my whole life trying to be pompous. I would
You finally made it.
I was on
For somebody to see you as pompous.
I was on construction sites my whole life just trying to get near pompous.
Digging with his monocle.
That's right. I love the idea that I could possibly be pompous.
I don't remember what this was in response to. I just remember one of your better responses over the weekend was, and I believe I'm quoting it accurately, enjoy your TV dinner, bitch.
Yeah, it was some bitch was trying to shame me for going to Mastro's and eat. And I told her to fucking enjoy her TV dinner, bitch. And then someone else told me to look in the mirror. And I said, I'll look in the mirror in the bathroom at Mastro's. Yeah. Well, by the way, the only way to stop this thing is to lean into it and to shut these retards down. The problem is all the celebrities are scared shitless. Think about how scared celebrities are. We live in California. We live in Los Angeles. All the comedians in the world live in either Los Angeles or New York. That's all of them.
Sure.
Have you heard that anyone push back against anything? Any closures? Any jokes? Any pushback against Garcetti or pushback against Newsom or Cuomo? Have you heard any comedians like making jokes about these people or fighting the man or pushing back or doing any? I've not heard a peep out of the entire comedic community. Not a fucking peep.
Quiet.
Okay. All right, heroes. Thank you, heroes. You're so bold pushing back against the man all the time. You fucking sheep. It's fucking sad. Where are the comedians? Why aren't the comedians fucking pushing back? Why aren't they piping up? Why aren't they saying anything?
The time feels ripe. You are right about that.
Yeah, it's time to push back. Why don't we hear jokes? How come there's not even jokes about? There should be, all the comedians should be making jokes about Newsom or the shutdowns or the schools or whatever. Here, let's hear something. I didn't even hear peep out of anybody. Ugh.
Nobody will do it.
People are
By the
cowards.
Way,
that's what's happening.
Speaking out, do you know you made TMZ again today? Did you see that around 10
Yeah, I did
morning?
because thank you. Because I told them I was going to Mastro's and they said, "All right, we'll have somebody there." And I said, "Good." And then they said, "What you want them to catch you on the way out or the way in?" And I said,
I didn't realize this whole charade was so rehearsed.
"Oh yeah, everything is cooked, Brian. Don't let it."
I'm very ignorant when it comes to this stuff.
No. Normally, TMZ just catches you at the airport or catches you walking in or catches you walking out or, they do what they do. In this particular case, they knew I was going to Mastro's. They knew I had a 7:00 reservation. And they said, since I was communicating with them, we'll send somebody to, say hi to him. So I said, fine. They said, you want me to send them on the way in or you want to talk to them on the way out? And I said, well, on the way in, I'll only be buzzed.
Right.
But on the way out, I'll be drunk.
Yeah.
So
How do you guys feel
I'll be
about
loquacious.
I'm going to do 20 minutes on what's wrong with the Jews and have that all chronicled. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mel.
Yeah. So because PCH and booze,
that's where it happens.
They just they don't mix monkey nipples. So I told
Sugar
this.
tip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sugar tip.
I don't watch as much TMZ as you, Adam, but what are they doing these days when there's obviously much less opportunity to catch someone going in or out of, Craig's or whatever?
Well, shame on you, number one.
Sorry.
Number two.
I revealed my ignorance.
Maybe now that your precious Jeopardy's going to go off the air, you'll carve out some time for some real TV.
I got to fill that intellectual void.
Yes. What's happening now, if you watch TMZ, and you're right, there's not so many people going to the airport, or they get a little airport traffic, but leaving the nightclubs and doing all that they normally get. What's happening now is so many celebrities are like filming themselves doing workouts on their 30th birthday. Everyone's doing their kids' selfie party. everyone's celebrities can't take not being filmed. It's funny. So, but the celebrities are like, oh, TMZ, get that camera out of here,
Sure.
But you leave them at home.
Where are you going?
Yeah, you leave them home for 9 months. They start filming themselves.
Right.
And then they push it out there. So they do something where it's like, I made a cocktail for my cat. Jessica Biel made a cocktail for her cat. And then they film it, and then they push it out there. And then so it's like, now the mountain has come to Muhammad. Like, They don't have to run around the street and chase people around anymore. They're like, celebs are just filming shit and shooting it out there constantly. Yeah. So it's a lot of
nice
that.
For them.
Yeah, and then they get to kind of do it on, they get to do it on their own terms. I mean, the celebrities, they get to catch, if they don't like that take, they can do another one. They can put their makeup on or do what have you. I'm telling you, the most, I've told it before, but it really bears repeating. I mean, the notion that TMZ caught me and Jimmy leaving Sex and the City 2, and we were able to run that ruse on them. It was the most insane. The whole story was insane. The entire story of sitting around watching TV like I don't know, May 15th, saw a commercial, said Sex and City 2, sneak preview in LA Wednesday, May 27th. And then because I fuck around, I announced to Lynette, well, we know how we're celebrating my birthday. My birthday's May 27th. Joke.
Like a good wife, like a dutiful wife. She took note.
Got that cue.
Normally she ignores my pleas, but in this particular case, she immediately got on the phone and got with Jimmy, and Jimmy decided he was going to do a show early, and we're all going to head down the ArcLight and celebrate the way I wanted to celebrate, which is watch Sex and the City 2 the day it came out at the ArcLight. Thank God I ate some pot brownie or something before I got in there. It made it very tolerable.
Wasn't that the dissolve on the tongue strip? I remember that being part of the story.
Yeah, it was whatever, some edible. It was definitely, there was an edible involved. And as Jimmy and I were heading out of the theater, and I was high as a kite, so now TMZ captures us.
Yeah, you looked it.
I was high. Yeah. And then, of course, by the way, for the record, I like Sex in the City, or Sex and the City, or In the City.
Sex and the City.
And the City.
I mean, I don't know.
I watch it. I used to watch it. Yeah, it was a good show. Perfectly fine. Either way.
If you're into that kind of stuff.
They busted us, the Man Show guys, watching the premiere of Sex and the City 2. And then when it got to the newsroom the next day, everyone thought I was kidding. So we never got busted. In other words, they said, what movie did you see? And I went, Sex and the City 2. And when they put it up in the newsroom, everyone laughed. Like, get out of here. The Man Show guys are never going to fucking see that.
Right. But we're hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, we did. And the TMZ clip you got, we don't need to play it.
It's so fun.
All right.
You don't want to see it?
Sure, we'll play it. Max Pata has it.
There was a study that says you're twice as likely to report when you're dining a positive COVID test than when you didn't outdoor dine.
Well, here's what I have to say.
Okay.
The good people of Malibu
yes.
are struggling right now, okay? Everyone always talks about the valley and the city, but what about the people of Malibu?
Right.
These people are being hit the hardest. Beverly Hills, Westwood, and Malibu are the communities that are being hit the hardest, and I want to support the Malibu community.
Isn't it a bit logical to think, though, that if you're outdoor dining, indoor dining, whatever, you're still contributing to the spread of coronavirus?
Well, I've not seen any statistics. Let's put it this way. Schools are all closed in Los Angeles, right?
Yes.
Is there any evidence that says schools should be closed? And the answer is I'm going to answer for you. No, there isn't. So if I send my 14-year-old twins to school, am I contributing? Well, the answer is no, because there's no evidence that says it's spread at schools. And there's no evidence that says it's spread during outdoor dining. So no, I'm not contributing. I'm contributing to the tax base. I'm contributing to the people who work here. I'm contributing to the hardworking folks in the kitchen who rely on these jobs. That's what I'm contributing to.
Airlines are allowed to fly at max capacity, while restaurants have been shut down for outdoor dining.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
It's insane. I've flown 10 times since the lockdown.
Okay.
You get on a flight, they yell at you to pull your mask up, wear your mask, and then 10 minutes later, they hand you a sack of Cheez-Its and everyone rips their mask down and starts eating it. So if their whole thing is like, wear a mask, why are they handing you snacks? And by the way, they go, well, we're leaving a space in between. The space is 14 inches. But the second you put the snack down, they're like, hey, mask up. Come on, dude. Rules are rules. Yeah, think about the social distancing on an airplane. It's first off,
absurd.
I've said a million times, the death of math, the death of math, the death of math. We do this thing where you need to be 6 feet away and you need to spread it out. You get on an airplane, they leave a space. They leave an open seat, for Elijah between you and a stranger. And that open space is 14 and a half inches. I mean, it's much closer than you would sit to somebody if you were eating at a counter at a diner. Like, it's insane that they've and because we're all fucked up with math, we're like, well, they've left the space. They left the void.
Yeah, they did their job.
I've taken 0 flights out and you've taken 10. I'm going to guess, and please back me up on this, when the flight lands and the bell goes ding, does everyone remain in their seat, orderly, let everyone off 6 feet apart at a time? Or does everyone stand up and all of a sudden they're 8 inches away from each other?
Actually, they're pretty spread out, Brian.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No, they're everyone's.
Of course.
Look, it is no different. This is a very good point. They're distanced on the plane by 14 inches. The families that know each other sit together and have those seats filled in. Everyone else just has 14 and a half, 15 inches of space in between them, which last I checked is quite a bit under 6 feet. And then the second the fasten seatbelt light comes off, everyone stands up, queues up, and just starts wrestling with luggage in the overhead compartment. Nobody waits. Nobody sits down. Nobody does any. There's a pile of humanity in that aisle. You're either in the aisle in the throng of humanity, or you're just sitting right next to it in your seat. Mm-hmm. By the way, one of my quiet power moves is I never fucking stand up and get the luggage out and then stand there for 10 minutes while they try to hook it up to the jetway. I'm like, that's such a fool's errand. Just sit down.
Sit, relax.
Just relax.
You're still going to get up when you get up. It's still your turn when it's your turn.
Yeah, it's such a weird human impulse to like get up and just stand there. Like, I think the threat is somebody behind you may get off the plane before you. But it's also like, you got to rent a car, or you're going to the baggage carousel. Like, what's the fucking rush? Just let it breathe. We have the Sex in the from 2012. We have the Sex in the City 2 TMZ clip that Max Patters dug up. By the way, I watch so much TMZ that when I show up and I see the person who's holding the camera, I'm a bigger fan of them. I look at them as the celebrity. I'm like, Melanie from TMZ. Oh, my God.
Stringer.
Look at you. All right, Sarah, we'll play it.
Hey, Jimmy. I was going to ask you, how was Sex in the City?
Awesome.
Awesome?
The first one was great, but the second one was great.
Oh, yeah. I thought you guys were going to go see Kick-Ass or something like that.
No way.
No? Sex in the City, huh?
Sarah Jessica Parker and Kick-Ass?
No.
Well, then, no can't do. Sarah Jessica Parker movie.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
So it was great, huh?
Probably.
Wow.
It exceeded expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect it from you guys.
No. We always see these movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Right on.
You ever walk into something well?
Yeah. How was Sex in the City? Did you like it?
Listen, Cam and a couple of guys have a gay experience together without being questioned.
We're so lucky we're in our refractory period. Up your arse.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta go this way.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, people thought we were goofing. We were not.
Those eyes are glassy.
Well, it's hard to get through a Sex and the City sequel without a little something. You got to get your head right, baby.
That's right.
I liked the mask askew in the previous clip. That was actually that really made it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Good. I gotta check myself in the mirror before I go out and take care of my. I wear the mask so infrequently that I don't have good mask etiquette. I got to check the look. A lot of people are getting the bedazzled mask. What is the science? Let me just tell you guys something. When I have we've talked about it before, but in one of my race cars, the intake the carburetors have what they call trumpets. They just look like a trumpet horn on them. You guys can kind of picture that on a carburetor of a car. It's like a trumpet.
Yeah, and like an air intake kind of thing.
Yeah, and if you put a screen over it, just a screen, just like a metal screen, it will vastly affect the performance of the car because the air intake has been lessened quite a bit by the screen. Just this fine screen will fuck up the amount of CFM, the airflow that can get through there. What are the people with the masks that are all bedazzled? I see like the rhinestones and everything. Like last I checked, the shit can't pass through a rhinestone. Like, what aren't we cutting down our surface area, our breathing surface area quite dramatically? And really, to what effect? Like, because everyone said, like, oh, did you see that fat chick in the yoga pants? Yeah, but what about the rhinestone mask she had on? Oh, yeah, she is hot now. Like,
just do what the doctors do what the medical professionals do. That's my philosophy. Like, if they want to wear this kind, that's what I'm going to wear. If they want to wear two, then I'm going to do that if I go to the hospital or something. But just do what the smart, like Adam Carolla used to say, do what the smart people do.
Do what the smart people do, and don't bedazzle the mask, everybody. I still see a lot of people out there with the gaiters, and the gaiters, there was a study 4 months ago that said the gaiters are fucking useless, and I still people out there with gaiters, right?
A lot of people on sidelines, yeah.
Oh yeah, on the football side. How does that work? Where there's some sort of study that's 3.5 months old going, those gaiters don't work, and then you go, all right, everyone, if you want to wear a gaiter on the sideline of an NFL game, that's your choice.
I truly don't know.
This is to my bigger point, which is, are we concerned? Do we take it seriously? Is it a big deal or is it not? And if it is, why is everyone on the sideline wearing a gaiter, which they said not only doesn't really work, but may exacerbate the problem by like breaking up the spittle and weaponizing it?
Well, and it's like we talk about so much, the security theater.
Yes.
It's like if you're taking this seriously, you're not the guy with the half-ass bandana around your face that has, it comes to a point. It's to show people like, I heard you, and to move on with your day.
Yeah, it'd be like if somebody made a sweat jacket that had a seat belt embroidered into the front of it going across, and you could go, hey, look at me, come on, I'm driving my car, look at the stripe across my chest. Like, okay, but is that any better than not wearing a seatbelt? It's zero.
Right.
All right, let me hit Simply Safe, then we'll talk to Kyle Dunnigan. Simply Safe, everyone wants to keep their home and family safe from break-ins, fire, flood, medical emergencies. Simply Safe Home Security, award-winning 24/7 protection. Not only an arsenal of cameras and sensors, you get the best professional monitors in the business. They got your back day or night, ready to send police, fire, or EMTs. We've been with these guys for about a decade, maybe more. They're a great sponsor. They make a great product. Peel and stick. We all use it here. You peel and stick. It's up and running under half an hour. Batteries last up to 10 years. Go online. Order it custom for your house. No long-term contracts, hidden fees, or installation costs. And right now, our listeners get a free home security camera with the purchase of Simply Safe. SimplySafe.com/am. Get the 60-day risk-free trial. Visit 2 eyes in there. SimplySafe.com/am and get the free security camera. All right, take a quick break. Back with Kyle Dunnigan right after this.
So this is August. The stoned pelican hit the buffet before him, or he'll leave you with none. Oh yes, it's Mike August, the world's cheapest man. Stole the toilet paper from the hotel can. His name is Mike August. He's the world's cheapest fuck. He'd sell his own grandma for a couple of bucks. His name is Mike August. Stole his brother-in-law's shoes. Such a penny pincher. People think he's a Jew. Merry Christmas, Mike August. That's who the song is about. He'd be pissed if he heard it, but he's too tuned out.
Kyle Dunnigan is with us. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel at youtube.com/Kyle Dunnigan. Good to see you, Kyle.
Good to see you, my friend.
Stallone, the best. I was, Sly, how you doing with this whole COVID situation?
Doesn't bother me a bit. I have not changed my life, sir, one iota.
Do you know what iota means?
Yes, that is a unit of one.
Oh, okay. It is
Yes.
one iota.
You think I'm not a smart guy, but I'm a very smart guy.
No, obviously to accomplish all you've accomplished. I mean,
Exactly.
Amazing.
I'd like to see you write a film. I bet you could never write and make a film. I bet that never happened.
I made a boxing film myself. Yeah.
What?
I made a movie called The Hammer.
You going against Rocky?
No, it's just it's a little more realistic.
It was called The Hammer, huh?
Yeah, just The Hammer.
Mine was nominated for some Oscars. How did The Hammer do?
Yeah, mostly Tonys. We didn't.
Tony. What was it playing on the stage?
We didn't
That
get a lot
sounds
of.
very entertaining.
We get a lot of.
Speaking of that, can I please ask Mr. Stallone? So great to have you again. You know, Rocky the musical was I wouldn't say it was a hit on Broadway, but some people found it very interesting. Were you happy with the way the Broadway musical turned out for Rocky?
It was a smash hit. What are you talking about?
Oh,
That was a
my mistake. I'm
smash.
sorry.
Broadway smash. Rocky was originally written as a musical in my mind.
I didn't
Oh,
know
in your
that.
mind.
Only I write.
Do you remember any of the song, any of the numbers
Yeah.
from the Rocky the musical?
Yeah, there was Yo Mick was a ballad.
Yo Mick. Oh,
Yo Mick, what are you doing in my house? It stinks. You don't like it here. It was it was like a ballad, but it was a passionate ballad. More of a ballad.
passionate ballad, right?
Also, Tango and Cash was also a musical.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
There was
is-
a love scene with that. It was like a sort of a summer nights like in Greece with Tango and Cash.
My favorite, one of my favorite Stallone movies of all time, Tango and Cash.
Right.
That's great.
As long
Maybe
as
the
we're
greatest
still,
buddy pick of all time.
as long as we're going through and celebrating the catalog, there's a question, Mr. Stallone, I've had for a long time about the Rocky movies. I love them. I wanted to know. I felt like Rocky left a lot of money on the table by not completing the trilogies with Apollo Creed and especially with Clubber Lang. I mean, they split, 1-1, and they really probably could have cashed in big time to the tune of, I'm thinking, 7 figures, for these third fights. Why not cash in?
Well, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about, in Hollywood. And there's a lot of agents get involved. Actually, Mike August was actually Clubber Lang's agent. He kind of screwed up.
I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, listen to that song at the beginning of the show. I wanted to scream out my lungs.
I pity the fool that is represented by Mike August.
I do pity that fool. I hope no one here is represented by Mike August.
I told Sly, you'll be happy to know that in a conversation with my son, who just watched No Country for Old Men and loved it, and I love that movie. It's nice. Kids get a little bit older, especially if they're old souls like Sonny. They start discovering all these movies. You know, I was sort of saying to him, when I was a kid, we had no modality for watching movies, but you're lucky. You were born and you got Goodfellas and you got Casino and you got all the Rock. You have all these great movies just sort of waiting for you. And as far as you know, they came out the week before because you've never seen them before. But I said, watch First Blood. Watch the first Rambo. First Blood. And he was like, is that like Rambo? And I was like, no, this is a different film. This is a great film. You need to watch it.
What's funny about that is I actually wrote another film they never made. We started to make it. I wrote the film. It was Rambo goes to Vietnam, right? And he gets the AIDS.
Really?
Jesus.
Yes.
Did not know that.
It was called Rambo.
Did not know that.
HIV blood.
Oh,
We're looking at a picture of Sonny with you.
Oh, yeah.
Stallone. Yeah.
they look. You guys look related.
Could be your kid.
Yeah.
Right before I punched him in the face. I should not have
Yeah.
done that. That was
The
awful.
trajectory of that fist is going right for him.
Yeah. Sonny, I've never seen him preen before, but he in fact was preening when he met you. Thanks for doing that. We're doing like a motivational speaking thing, and you and I were up on stage. Could you motivate people a little bit, Sly? I know it's been a tough year for a lot of people. A lot of people.
I say whatever it is, whatever life brings you, you got to punch it in the face,
Right.
You got to go for it,
Uh-huh.
You got to have someone upstairs that you pray to. Like I have Mick. Down there looking at me. He's down there. He's in hell. But he's down there looking. He can look it up or down. Doesn't matter. So you have something above you that protects you, and you go for it. That's Rocky's. That's my suggestion to you all out there.
You punch life in the face.
That's right. And I believe 2021 will be worse, is my prediction.
Oh, really?
You're the one.
I'm 95% sure of this.
Wow.
How could it be? How could it be?
How
what
could it be
could
worse,
possibly
Sly?
happen?
It's like, a lot of things. Those super volcanoes. There's a lot of terrible things you don't
Super
think about.
volcano.
There's the asteroids. They don't know those things are going to hit us till like a week before. And then the government doesn't tell you that. Did you know that, Adam?
No.
Oh,
No, I've
geez.
seen the movies. They never tell the people until it's too late.
No, you can't tell the people. They freak out.
Yeah.
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 And you can't get out. As a government official, you want to get your family out of there.
Oh, right.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
That's the way it works.
Mr. Stallone, you're talking about super volcanoes and asteroids. What about alien overlords? Do you think that we're going to be visited and maybe it's going to go wrong, or could that be a highlight of next year?
I would think of that as a highlight. I think if aliens were to come here, they would think we were adorable, like little animals. And we take care of our little animals because they're cute. So I think they'd be very nice. They would own us, They would walk us. They would pick up our poop, and we would be like their pets.
Maybe, maybe we could talk to Bill Maher about my son, because I know Stallone was kind enough to take a picture with my boy. Maybe Bill Maher. Maybe.
Sorry, I can't take a picture with your little boy. I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Well, you're just kind of hanging out backstage. Maybe he's a big fan. Maybe just get a quick shot with him. He could throw it up on his Instagram or something.
Sorry about that. I'm not as kind as Stallone, who's fake nice, by the way.
Oh.
I tell it like it is.
Oh, okay. But, Bill, you and I, we go way back. I mean, I've done PI quite a number of times,
We don't really go that far back.
Well, I mean, we go back into the 90s. I mean, I was a frequent guest on PI, back in the 90s.
Oh, were you a frequent guest? You consider 3 appearances frequent. I did about 300 shows.
Well,
okay.
I mean, to be fair,
you did 0.01 of my shows, okay?
But you do host the show, so obviously you're going to do more episodes than me. I'm saying I was one of the better guests. I mean, I know I was because of the feedback. You know, everyone, I would always get praise. You know, people really. What's that?
People loved having. They would say, "Can't you have Adam Carolla back on your show?" That was something I heard all the time, and that's not sarcasm.
The way he said,
I don't know. Yeah, it sounded sarcastic.
No, not. Why don't you listen to it one more time?
All right.
People just loved having Adam Carolla on my politically incorrect show.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it didn't feel genuine to me. It felt like
that's on you then, isn't it?
Well, now, wait a minute. Now you're doing it again. Like I feel like you were sing-songy. You know.
Look, your low self-esteem isn't my problem. Okay.
It's as though everything he says can't be taken at face value.
Oh, shut up, Brian.
It's like,
I didn't even know to take that.
What do you know, Brian?
Maybe I know a lot.
So I bet Gina's going to chime in now. Great.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that you don't like us very much, Mr. Maher.
Oh, that's not true. I just love being on the Adam Carolla podcast.
See, again, it sounds condescending. It sounds dismissive. I was a fan favorite on your show. I was a frequent guest.
Yes, you were one of my fans' favorite. You were a fan favorite.
No, I don't mean a as in singular. I mean
you said it right.
Okay. I was frequently asked to return. I was asked to return quite often to your program.
Okay.
And that just means to me that I delivered. I was popular. Reliable. Your producers wanted me to come back very, frequently. They liked
and
my.
I thought
it could be that, or it could be that I
top.
said we have all these shows. Please call everybody in Hollywood and beg them to be on my show because we have to fill all of these chairs.
Yeah,
we picked too many chairs to be on the show.
Yeah, it was 4 guests every single night.
Right.
Yeah,
that's why my new show has 3.
Yeah, hey, I haven't been on the new show in a long
you
time.
Haven't. That's weird.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna.
So popular with my fan to not be on my new show's weird.
Well, I was gonna say, Bill, it is weird. I mean, we're good friends,
It's weird.
So good.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to hang out in Maui yet, but
we never hang out. That's weird.
Yeah, well, Christmas is coming up. Maybe we'll catch you in Maui.
Oh shoot. We're all booked up in Maui.
Oh.
What's that mean?
Four Seasons Hotel. Well, I booked the Four Seasons Hotel.
Oh.
The whole hotel?
We're just all booked up there.
Wow.
Otherwise, you'd be welcome to come with your son, who I'd love to hang out with.
Well, that's great, because I'm sure he's a fan.
Lots of hotels.
Yeah, maybe I'll get like an Airbnb, and we'll come out there, and we'll just kind of chillax by the, hang out by the pool, or have an exotic drink with our tootsies in the water.
Okay, we'll see how that works out.
Well, of course, you have to be buzzed in by someone staying at the hotel.
Yeah.
Bill, would you make sure that Adam got into the hotel?
When can I go?
I just want to kind of get something on the books for 2021 for the new show. Could I just?
Oh, I've got to pick up that call.
What call? I don't hear any call.
Oh, I have a ring that is silent.
Well, how do you know it's ringing then?
I just sense it. Oh, there it is again.
Okay. Well, so I'll see you in 2021?
Definitely.
All right. And maybe we'll chill in Maui a little bit, Bill.
Right. Definitely. Of course. And please bring Brian and Gina. I would love to hang out with them too.
I'd like to see you too, Bill.
I know you do. Nice. I know you do stand-up stuff there, every year around Christmas. Maybe I could do a set.
Absolutely. We'd love to have, I want to look good. So I got to have someone go out there first, and recalibrate.
Comes across as hurtful.
Yeah.
It seems like an insult.
You sound condescending.
You all need therapy for your low self-esteems. I love you people.
Maybe we should talk to Dr. Fauci now. Is Dr.
Okay, you want to
for some encouraging words?
Yeah. Oh,
hello, Adam.
hey, Doctor.
And the rest of the gang.
Hey, Dr. Fauci.
Why aren't you wearing your masks?
Oh,
We're in our homes.
we're all spread
all
out.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
spread out.
Or respective
Adam, I hear
homes.
you. I saw you on TMZ saying masks are foolish. Why would you do that?
No. I was wearing my mask. I was just trying to support some businesses doing a little outdoor dining. That's all.
You said the wonderful governor of California is a fool.
Well, our governor is a dope. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
Really?
At what?
You tell.
He's shutting everything down. Wonderful man.
I know, but that's my argument. I want to open up schools. I want to open up outdoor dining. I think there's a compromise here, Dr. Fauci.
There's no compromise. That's sure death and evil of you to even say that.
Well, what about when the vaccine comes out? Everyone's talking about you have to still wear a mask. They still don't want you to travel. Once you're vaccinated, why? I don't get it.
Yeah, once you're vaccinated, please stay indoors and social distance from your family.
But I talked to Dr.
the
Drew
point?
about this. Yeah, he's like, you don't need to do this after you've been
Dr.
vaccinated.
Drew is not a real doctor. That's his TV thing.
He's a physician, a board certified physician.
Of animal. He's a veterinarian doctor.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
All these years.
Dr. Drew
Wow,
is
animal
a
husbandry.
Yes.
So you're saying that even after everyone is vaccinated, we still have to stay home and we still have to wear a mask?
Yes. Don't go out. Don't buy anything and stay away from your mom.
Well, done and done. I mean, it's the only...
Not a hard. It's not a hard.
The only good part of this
Well-
whole pandemic is staying away from my elderly parents.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think Andrew Cuomo? Sorry, what do you think Andrew Cuomo thinks about all this? You
Oh,
think he's
boy, we got to get him on there. Hold on.
he's pro
He's
lockdown?
also here. There's so many people here.
I know.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, it's my good friend Adam.
Governor.
Hey, Governor.
Ooh, so good to be here on the Adam Carolla podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to you all the time.
I know. Thank you. I know it's a touchy subject, but you're under a lot of scrutiny these days. There's some allegations. You've been Me Too'd, evidently.
Yes, I got me too'd. You
Yeah.
ever get me too'd?
Yeah, I've never been Me Too'd, but I think you got Me Too'd.
It's surprising. You haven't been me too'd.
Hey, you would think with what a horrible misogynist douchebag I am, you think
We're all pretty shocked.
I can't get this guy to do anything to me to him.
You're telling me that Adam has never done anything to you that would be considered romantic.
Try as I might to get a compliment. It's like impossible from this guy.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Not even a compliment.
No compliments.
You're a very pretty woman there, Gina.
Thank you, Governor.
I don't want to get in trouble again, but
Yeah, I tread lightly.
I think about you in my dreams.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I do.
Is there any?
What fantasies do I have of Gina? Okay, fair question. The fantasies I have of Gina are ones where we are both in our birthday suits. Very naked.
Maybe we should stop there.
We
I
roll around naked with each other. On the bed,
the mics are hot, Governor.
like perverts. Hello.
Are you?
He's aware.
What about? I know you're closing down dining. I think.
I also think of Brian sometimes.
Oh, really?
He
Wow.
will pop into the fantasy. Okay.
Wow. No, I mean,
Is
understood.
it, the birthday suit's still the same?
Quick story. Last night I was dreaming of Gina. We were rolling around on the beach. Brian came over with his phallus in his hand.
Unlikely.
He starts massaging himself, pleasuring himself to
Right.
myself and Gina.
Oh,
Terrible. Luckily, I woke up very soon after.
Luckily.
Can
That is lucky.
we talk a little policy? I know you've talking about closing down the restaurants. I think you've shut down the schools are still closed. Any thoughts about reopening the schools, opening the restaurant?
Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. New Yorkers are tough. We're tough people, New Yorkers. But we're not so tough to beat this little guy, Corona. We have to stay indoors alone with ourselves and wait till this whole thing passes. You are saying very dangerous things, Mr. Carolla.
about opening things.
You want things to open. You want the kids to go to school to learn. The kids can learn on their phone. Okay?
Yeah.
They don't need to socialize. Overrated.
Yeah, somebody tweeted me something today. Remember in April when Atlanta was talking about, or Georgia was talking about reopening? It's like, bring the body bags. Going to be high death counts. All this doom and gloom about Georgia reopening. And we were locked down in L.A. Now we're having the spike. And we were locked down. Georgia wasn't locked down. Where's their spike? I don't get the math here, the lockdown math.
The Georgians are all dead.
Oh.
Those people.
I didn't know that.
They're fake. There's fake charts out there.
Fake charts.
Fake charts.
Congratulations, by the way. I think you won an Emmy.
I did. Yes, I won an Emmy. Best performance by an actor in a TV show, I believe.
Did they make a category up for you? Like, I don't remember any governor ever getting an Emmy in all the years past.
I do believe I'm the first governor, yes, to get an Emmy. But the show that I was doing was a reality show with charts. It was a chart show. Best chart show.
Charts?
Oh.
Yeah, charts. I show charts. That's my show.
It does
Have you
feel
seen
made
it?
up.
Yeah, just
Every day I come out with a chart.
a chart. Just to be clear, you did win for an international Emmy for masterful COVID-19 briefings. So, I think it's
you hear that, Gina? That probably turns you on.
Yeah, I really can't wait to get
COVID.
Yeah, getting involved with one of those fantasies of yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do not Me Too me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not uptight or anything, but doesn't it seem weird to give somebody by the way, someone who's in a city that has quite a few deaths in it, it seems weird to give you an award for giving your briefings. I don't know, tone deaf or something. Like, that seems weird to me.
It's time to celebrate Cuomo. After all that I've done for the city.
But it feels like a weird thing to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also deserve the 9/11 award. When on 9/11, I went out and told the people to calm down. It'll be okay.
So, the schools, when can we reopen those schools? Do we have any timeline for that?
2022.
2022.
We will open the schools.
I feel like my kids will be seniors in high school by then. Can we open them a little sooner? There's no data that suggests it should be closed. Nothing dangerous about it.
Say.
Quick story.
Okay.
One day when I was a boy, my grandfather, he worked in the adult circus for adults. He had a routine called the sack attack. What's the sack attack? The sack attack, when he would take his testicles out and go like this down the audience, hitting people in the face. His testicles. It's terrible. Very popular.
Is this pre-puppetry of the penis?
Very much pre.
All
Years, decades before the puppetry, they stole this from my grandfather. They stole this.
The sack attack.
The sack attack.
Did your grandfather have like elephantitis? Were they?
He had very large testicles, but it was not a disease. It is a Cuomo family trait. Which I will show you later.
Okay.
Okay. One day, backstage, I see him rubbing oil down there. I say, Gramps, what are you doing? He says, I do this so when I go to the audience doing the Polish car wash, I moisturize the faces. He was doing it for other people. And that's why we keep the schools closed. To save other people. Okay, next question.
One has very little to do with the other, it would seem.
Zip it.
All right. So you're saying Grandpa, the sack attack and the Polish car wash, that has something to do with keeping the schools closed.
That's correct.
Okay.
Vote Cuomo 2021 Emmy Awards.
Oh yeah. Now you may be winning next year as well.
Oh, I hope so. There's no competition really.
Well, I mean, you got Gavin Newsom.
Newsom, he's a joke.
Well, he's got the matinee idol good look, so I feel like
telegenic.
Telegenic.
Well on camera.
He doesn't attract the ladies like I do. I have the Cuomo sexuals out there.
That's right.
Something about me that's magnetic.
Now, I know, I think they were trying to set you up with, who was it on The View? Who was they trying to set?
Whoopi.
I don't think it was Whoopi, though. I think she was trying to set you up with, God, I can't remember. I'm looking at Chris Maxipata. Who was Cuomo? Who were they trying to, no, not Madonna. Probably, I'm trying to think. Who was that? There was somebody they were trying.
Was it
Chelsea Handler? Yeah, it was Chelsea Handler. Did you ever go out with Chelsea Handler?
Yes. Quick story.
Okay.
Chelsea Handler and I went on a date.
Oh, really?
We went to Michael's in New York. Nice place. Outdoors, so it was safe. We go back to her place. We take off our clothes. Mm-hmm. She begins to tell me about her politics, and I leave. Here's the quick thing for women. Do not bring up politics during a date because you can turn Cuomo off. This is a tip for Gina for future reference.
But Governor Cuomo, you are in politics, so it seems like it would be a rational thing to talk about.
But if someone disagrees with anything I think, I lose my boner. It's all attached. The brain is attached to the other head.
I see. And I certainly don't want to, ruffle any feathers, but I believe the Cuomo-sexuals, that was a trademark for your brother. I don't think that was necessarily for you.
No, this is,
Gina.
now you're going to make me very angry here.
You're going to lose the boner.
Now I don't
want you to lose your boner,
I
Governor.
have lost my boner.
I'm sorry.
It is going inside my body.
Oh boy.
Christopher's a little twerp. Okay. Little twerp.
Wow. He seems to be beloved by men and women alike.
No, he's not. No. Okay. It's Cuomo runoff. It's Andrew Cuomo runoff.
Oh, sloppy Cuomos.
Yeah. Sloppy Cuomo seconds.
Oh, so like in high school, I know you're a couple years older, but he would get your sort of hand-me-down ladies, right?
That's right. No match.
So the Chelsea Handler date didn't go great.
No, I don't like her politics. I have to be attracted to a woman's mind.
I thought you guys were kind of on the same page politically.
Politico.
No, she's too radical.
Oh, really?
She did not like my nipple rings.
That's radical?
That's radical?
Yeah. Do you know I have nipple rings?
No, I didn't know that. But I thought, I would think that's more of a conservative thought, not liking your nipple rings.
No, it's liberal.
Maybe she didn't think you had enough of them.
No, she wishes I had one more. But I would like to, I'm not against Chelsea, but she did not turn me on downstairs. That's all I'll say. I don't want to badmouth the women.
When does Chelsea, I don't know what age she is, but when does she stop doing like the naked, putting the vote stickers over her nipples and all that? Like when does she stop trading on the tits and the stuff? I think. And doesn't it feel sort of weird? Doesn't feel sort of self-conscious? I mean, for a comedian of all things, like the comedian, it's kind of weird to be naked all the time as a comedian.
I think so. If you are turning a man on, it's the wrong side of his brain. The laugh's on the other side. You go to a strip club and you see the dead face of a man. There's no smiles in the strip club. It's the wrong side of the brain.
Oh,
you should cover yourself if you're a woman completely if you want to do comedy.
Are you going to be doing social distancing this Christmas? You're going to get together with your elderly mother. I know you got daughters, I think.
We are doing a back-to-back Christmas. We have a motto: if you could see a relative, you can kill a relative. So you eat back-to-back.
Or you're physically going to be backs against each other.
That's correct. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so you're breathing in the opposite direction.
Feels elaborate.
Yeah.
So you physically take the chairs and just back them up to one another.
Back to back, yeah.
All right.
Everyone does this.
You want to hang out and bring your cast of characters, and we'll play some Rotten Tomatoes, and you can jump in. I don't know what the theme is, but I'll bet these guys cooked up some no theme. No, I mean the theme for Kyle to do some of his characters. Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with Rotten Tomatoes right after this.
Listen to that noise. It's a high falsetto voice. That can only mean one thing, and you can feel it. Doesn't gang makes their picks, guessing if it's rotten or fresh. If they guess it exactly, we'll get a bonus 5. It's the Rotten Tomatoes game. You know how we do it. Give me the Rotten Tomatoes game. Now it's time to play it.
All right. I don't know what the theme is, but I'm hoping that it fits with Kyle.
Well, the holidays are upon us.
Mm-hmm.
And even though this is the season for 20-something Instagram models to pose in skimpy Santa suits for 40-year-old dudes in ugly Christmas sweaters, let's try and remember that this time of year is really for the kids. In honor of these tiny adults, this week we're featuring movies with memorable performances by kids. For the first time, we'll do an actual Christmas crossover for the first film, starring one of the biggest child stars of the 1990s, Macaulay Culkin, plays Kevin McAllister, a pain-in-the-ass little brat who's accidentally left behind for Christmas. And as to defend his home from hapless burglars, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, Catherine O'Hara, and John Candy all co-star in 1990's Home Alone.
I forgot John Candy was in this one.
He was the polka player, right, in the back of the van, driving her back to where
that's right.
she's from.
That's right. Yeah.
And then every year the meme comes out of their house going, what did Mr. McAllister do for a living that he got that house in Chicago with 9 people living in it and then goes to Paris in the sequel?
Right. Yeah.
It's a mansion.
That was back when Macaulay was hot.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Hey, hi,
Honor.
it's me. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys,
You knew him.
you hung out for a while, right?
Mhm. Oh, I knew him. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
That was a little weird, though, right? A fully adult male hanging out with a
That's
11-year-old
terrible.
child.
It was just love and sleeping in the bed with the little boy.
Yeah, but don't you think
Mid-30s.
it's strange to be a 40-something-year-old guy who sleeps in a bed with the 10-year-old kid?
I gotta go.
Oh, just like that in Spanish.
That was one of the best one-off jokes on SNL ever. Tim Meadows was playing Michael Jackson, and his manager was trying to teach him how to date. And he's like, "We got a sexy name like Macaulay." Stupid joke.
All right. All right. This is weird because the first one's the first one. People like it. It was fun. It's not a critical darling, but it's like fun. Could have been. Is this a John Hughes film?
John Hughes written, Chris Columbus directed. I believe it was his debut. Who went on to do Harry Potter, and he's famous director, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. People like that. We give a couple extra points to the Christmas films. I'm gonna say Fresh at 66.
Yeah, I'll run right there with you. I think the critics were a little hard on this because it was like kid stuff. The one thing that could burn me is like contemporaneous or contemporary reviews that are like nicer. I went 62.
Interesting. I felt like I don't know. I feel like they're going to be a little kinder to this because it has become sort of a Christmas classic. It did have a sequel. I said 73.
Kyle?
I think this is actually very well reviewed. I'm going to go with 93.
Oh my!
93.
I think this is very well reviewed.
Somebody hit a bullseye. We got a 5-point deduction. Home Alone is fresh at 66%.
Yeah.
Wow!
Got right out of the gate with a Bill Berge, everybody.
Hot off the success of M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense, little Haley Joel Osment was cast alongside Kevin Spacey and Helen Hunt in a movie about the importance of making the world a better place. When someone does you a big favor, don't pay it back. Pay it forward. Based on the book of the same name from 2000. Pay it forward.
This is like the bucket list. Nobody had heard of this phrase until
this phrase had a much longer shelf life than the movie.
Yeah.
Much longer.
I have no interest in this genre of film. I just have no interest in it. I have no idea if it's good or bad.
I'll be honest, I hate this movie.
All right, well, I've seen it, so I mean,
Oh,
sorry,
wow.
I've heard of it. I never saw the movie. Pay It Forward. Now, it's probably, I don't know. What is this movie about?
Oh fuck. Okay, so basically, the kid becomes a phenomenon. Like I think he becomes like a famous like minor celebrity by doing nice things for people, like paying it forward. Basically, that's where the term came from. Like I think John Bon Jovi plays like a homeless person or a heroin addict or something, and like he takes him in. It's a bizarre movie.
Isn't Kevin Spacey supposed to be like a teacher or a principal or something?
There's some bullshit
I
about
don't know.
something.
Okay.
Jeff Goldblum. Did you see this movie?
Yes. Wonderful film. No dinosaurs, and I was waiting for a dinosaur, but was confused what was being paid forward. Brian, do you know? It just says it.
It's like goodwill or nice deeds or something.
Where's Kevin Spacey been?
Yeah, I think he got into some difficulty. He may have got like Me Too'd or We Too'd or something. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people pay it forward to Jeff Goldblum because he's considered a zaddy, which is like a super hot, sexy daddy guy.
Sexy daddy. Yes.
Like,
I give this film 1 tomato.
Did you? Wait a second. Did you see this film, or do you just say yes, yes, yes every time someone speaks to you?
I did not see this film. Yes, I did.
Wait, all right, I'm confused.
Not see this film. Yes.
See, you say yes all the time.
Yes.
Well, yes. All right, let's try this again. I'll pick another subject. Do you have genital herpes?
Yes. I do not. Yes.
Wait a minute. So I'm confused. All right, let's pretend we're at a restaurant, and I'm your waiter. Okay, and you just ordered a martini. Would you like a gin martini or a vodka martini?
I don't drink martinis. So your analogy, Mr.
Okay, let's just say
not correct.
All right, let's just say you ordered a shrimp cocktail.
Okay.
I noticed there's 2 of you. We do 5 shrimp? Would you like a 6th shrimp?
No. I would only eat about 4 shrimp. So
no, but you're with somebody.
Analogy of shrimps.
No, you can't eat all the shrimp. You're with somebody.
Yeah.
You're on a date.
Minus 1. Yes. The answer is yes.
So yes, yes, more shrimp.
Shrimp.
All right, let's try this again. Now you've ordered a steak.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like it medium, or medium rare, or well done?
Yes.
Yeah, but you can't have it. It can't be well done and rare.
Okay, give me those choices one more time. There.
You get rare.
Yes.
Medium.
Yeah. Yes.
And well done.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, you can't do
rare, medium, well done.
Are you asking?
But I can't.
Waiter. Waiter.
Yeah.
Rare, medium, well done, please.
Yeah. See, that can't.
Yes.
All right, let's fix this. I'm at a Starbucks. I'm a barista at a Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
You've ordered a coffee.
There, interesting. There used to be a barista Soras. It was a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
It was a dinosaur that would give you coffee.
You ordered a latte. Would you like a small, a medium, or a large?
Yes. All to those. I would like 3 coffees: 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense. You want 3 steaks?
Yes.
So you want? All right.
Yes. 3 steaks and 3 coffees, please, waiter. Thank you. Wrap it up. I will be eating them later.
Should be taking the stuff.
Yes. Doggy bag.
Do you
please.
want? Did you valet park? Because I can stamp the valet.
I valeted with my Uber. Yes.
Oh.
No.
But
No. Do you need a valet? Do you need a stamp for the valet?
Yes. Please, waiter, please stamp my ticket. I would like a valet, please. Yes.
No, I mean, you Ubered over, so you don't need the valet.
Right here, Uber driver. This will be fine. You may leave. Yes.
All right. So if you Ubered over, I'm not going to validate your parking.
Well, that's cruel of you. You're being cruel. I'm a patron of this restaurant. I would like my ticket stamp, please, sir.
All right. If you want to order a souffle, you have to put your order in with the entree because it can take about a half hour to make the souffle.
Yes, it takes a while to make a master souffle. So I would like to put in my order now, yes.
So is that yes?
Yes.
You want the lemon or the chocolate?
Yes, put the sprinkle some lemon on that chocolate.
No, we do the lemons.
I love a little lemon twist on my chocolate.
We don't do that. We do either the lemon souffle or we do
I am leaving your establishment, sir, and going to a place that has a lemon chocolate souffle.
Well, good luck scouring the Southland. There's not many places open, and I happen to know firsthand that nobody does a lemon souffle. So, and I'm sorry. Did you want the extra shrimp?
Yes.
Okay, so 6 shrimp.
Yes. -2, please.
Yes. So he doesn't.
Wait a minute. That's 4. You want 4 shrimp?
4 shrimp. Yes. 5. Yes. -1. 6 -2.
We don't do minus shrimp. We do a 5 shrimp cocktail. But a lot of times,
I'm leaving. You don't have my lemon souffle anyway.
All right. So you're just going to Uber home?
Yes, in my car. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, do you drive the Uber?
Wait, you drive the Uber?
Yes. Of course, I have to make a few extra bucks on the side. So
Okay.
You're not making enough off those apartment commercials?
Apartments.com. Change your apartment to change the world. Yes.
Yes. So you do make enough.
Yes.
All right. So cancel the shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Uber. I no longer try for Uber anymore.
Oh. Okay. So cancel the shrimp.
Yes.
Cancel the souffle.
Yes.
Cancel the coffees. And the 3 steaks.
You've got it now. Yes. To all, good night. Yes.
And scene. That's funny. All right. The great Jeff Goldblum. What the fuck movie were we talking about?
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, which she's not in.
Goldblum's not even in that? All right. This could be one of those movies that gets punished at, 39%, or it could be one that people like it. They like the good vibes of it. I have no frickin' idea. The only one who's seen it is Brian, and he hated it, but that doesn't always
help.
mean that much.
Unlike everyone else, I hated it.
I am going to give it a tepid 71.
Whoa.
This movie is dog shit. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone, the year this came out, on his worst of the year list, put this in the #1 and #2 spot because one spot wasn't bad enough for this movie. There might be some points, Adam. You might be in luck because there's a lot of star power in here, but this is a shitty movie. And I wrote down before you said it, 39.
39. Wow. Oh, no. I cursed myself with the 39.
I was locked in before Jeff Goldblum came at 43.
I bet the audience liked it way less. So this feels like something critics would like to say they like. But I'm going to go 42. 42.
We've got another bullseye.
Oh, no. If it's 39, I'm going to fucking throw myself off this stool.
And just like that, the game turns around. Pay It Forward is rotten at 39.
Yes! He said it! He said it! He said it!
Jesus Christ.
Yes!
You never listen to yourself.
I know.
He said it.
I know.
The audience loved
You
it.
gotta start listening to yourself and not listening to Brian.
I know. Well,
I
he
said I
said it
hated
was
this
shit.
movie.
He
Oh,
said it
that's
was
true,
shit.
that's true.
People had it at 77. They seem to like it more. All right. Wow. Wow.
Sean Penn stars in this next film as a mentally challenged father trying to raise his little girl and keep her out of foster care, while Penn's performance has been characterized as going, quote, full retard. It's the breakout role of 6-year-old Dakota Fanning that really stands out years later. Michelle Pfeiffer co-stars.
Wow.
2001's I Am Sam.
Did not know that was Dakota Fanning.
This is 2001. Yeah. It's a nice movie. They did a nice job of it. Trying to think. Trying to figure.
He had to have been nominated, right? Because of what
No,
he
and
did?
that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
He wasn't?
Well, we can verify. I don't think he was.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was automatic nomination.
I feel like this is the last mentally handicapped movie that an actor did.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do them anymore unless they actually star people that are mentally handicapped, and then that makes it tougher with call times and sides. And
Sean Penn was nominated.
He was nominated.
I was wrong. I apologize.
Okay.
All right, I got to get back into this game. And I'm going to go. I think this is pre-punishment for these kinds of movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is, people celebrated this, I feel like.
So
he got nominated.
I'm going to go 88%.
Oh, boy, this is going to separate someone here because I went just on the south side of Rotten at 58.
I guess I split the difference. 79.
I'm going to go with 65.
I Am Sam is rotten at 35.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Audience 87.
The people have it at 87. The critics didn't go for this. Wow. When do you ever see a movie sub 40 where the star was nominated for an Oscar?
Must be about Trump supporters. That's the only possible explanation.
Jesus Christ. What happened? Now,
It's not good.
Are those... You wonder, are some of those newer reviews, or do you think
No.
they were real time?
I think this was considered a very bad movie and in bad taste. Like I think, like the full retard joke from Tropic Thunder, I think was rooted in reality. Like
Right.
Sean Penn was, I think, was looked at as a little bit. What's the word?
Too good.
Yeah, like not in good taste.
But what about Leonardo DiCaprio and What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't know.
He was celebrated for that. He was incredible in it.
Maybe there was a thing of too much of this, like after Rain Man and Gilbert Grape and
maybe that.
Radio, and it became
Radio.
Yeah, it became a little bit of a like, all right, stop doing this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Wow. I personally think I just lost like 45 points.
Yeah,
I think we all
me too.
All right, well, let's get it back with another film about a father trying to raise his little girl. Only this time, it's to be a foul-mouthed, blade-wielding assassin. This comedic superhero film features a knockout performance by Chloe Grace Moretz as Hit Girl, who's dropping C-bombs at age 11 like no one's business. Of course, her dad is played by the incomparable Nicolas Cage. And the 2010 film is called Kick-Ass.
The aforementioned Kick-Ass released
You
the same
could've
weekend.
gone to this.
Oh, yeah. TMZ, yeah. People like this movie. They thought it was fun, right?
I loved it. Now take that for what it's worth. I love this movie.
Jeff Goldblum, did you see this movie?
Yes. Yes, I did. A very fine film. Not one dinosaur, though.
So you did.
No dinosaurs.
Yes, you saw the movie.
Yes, I saw them film. I would love to see it. It sounds really good.
Well, so you didn't see it.
Yes. No, yes.
So you saw it.
Yes, I saw that it was a film. Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, so by the way, what happens when you're dating, and does no mean no, or does yes yes yes?
Yes means yes.
But what happens when the young lady says no?
Well, if a young lady says no, I say, yes. And then if she says no, I go, I just do this. Yeah, I go, yes, and I sort of lean in like this.
So you say, you just keep saying yes until they say yes.
Until they leave, I just keep saying yes.
Oh, sometimes they leave.
Right, Gina, yes. Yes, Gina, yes.
Look, I was very flattered, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I'm engaged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
You got me again. I just am all tingly now.
All right, I've been mathematically eliminated from this game, but I think the critics liked Kick-Ass, and I don't know if they loved it, but I'm going to say 73.
I want a little higher. This is a great example of a movie who knows exactly what it is. 86. There it is.
73.
Wow.
I'm going 87. This wasn't to mess you up, Ryan. I thought of that before you said 86. Sorry.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Kick-Ass is certified fresh at 76%.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right.
And finally,
81 audience.
we pay tribute to one of the most successful film franchises of all time. Hardcore fans had to wait 16 long years to hear the names Skywalker and Vader again. But little did they know they'd actually be watching a 9-year-old being babysat by one of the most infamously obnoxious characters in cinema history, Jar Jar Binks. Jake Lloyd plays young Anakin Skywalker opposite Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson in 1999's Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Most hype movie of all time.
Right.
And this was the one with what's her name, with Amidala.
Natalie
Natalie
Portman.
Portman.
She was in all three of them, but this was the first one.
Okay.
I don't like how they have this is supposed to be a galaxy far, far away, and there's a famous person from Earth in it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time to
He's
have
one.
no-name actors.
Yeah, that's true. And then they always do this thing. I don't know what their choice is, but the kid dresses like you get one of those pullovers from Tijuana. When they put like a belt around it. Like, I don't know. If this takes place somewhere other than Earth and it's 10 million light years from now, would they wear essentially the same shit we wear?
He's the son of a slave.
Did not know this. All right. I did not know this. All I remember is me and Jimmy did a man show bit where we walked to the front of the line at the Grauman's Chinese Theater and the nerds were camped out and they went fucking apeshit. Like they went ballistic because we just walked past everyone and just sat down the night before the movie came out. And those fucking idiots were camped out there for a week.
As though they weren't going to show the movie multiple times on multiple screens. Round the clock.
All right, this movie was punished by the critics. The only shot I got here is Dead Nuts On. I give it 27.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite that low. It's really sad what happened to Jake Lloyd, too. Like, he was bad, understandably. George Lucas wrote the movie, and it's atrocious. And so he kind of got drummed out of the industry. He basically left, and he's kind of bitter, and it's very sad.
Yeah,
the kid, the Jake Lloyd, the kid.
Oh, that's the kid?
The kid.
Yeah.
He retired from acting.
I don't think he ever acted again.
He retired because of bullying at school and harassment by the press, all in response to this role.
Wow.
And it wasn't him. I also remember hearing that the guy who voiced Jar Jar was very suicidal after this.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Because of the bullying.
I'm kidding.
It's so weird. Like that Jake, like the best day of his life was the day he got the nod to play this part, and it just fucking shows you how poetic and weird life is.
Yeah, now he's been arrested a bunch, and he's
really
tough life.
It's really sad.
Yeah,
he's so cute.
I was kind of thinking, I don't know why I was having that thought, but if you hang around long enough, you'll see everyone go up and go down and whatever. I don't know why, but I was thinking of the guy from Borat. Remember his fat Armenian buddy or whoever that guy was?
Azamat.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, how fucking pumped up was that guy when that movie premiere came out, 13 years ago or whatever it is now? Like how excited was he during that period?
The only other thing I've seen him in is he was in maybe one, possibly two episodes of Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Oh, really? All right. Still working.
Definitely one episode.
So anyway, my score for this is 57.
57.
Wow. I went on the other side, just barely fresh at 63.
I'm going to go with a 41.
41. All right.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is rotten at 52%.
Ooh. Wow. All right.
Over a bucket of popcorn.
This game.
I think Brian's got this one. I got out of the gate with such promise, too.
I'm terrible at this game. Truly terrible.
Kyle, I think you finished second.
Huh?
I think you finished second.
Yeah. Making us
Really?
feel bad.
I've only finished in last place.
Well, Kyle Dunnigan, you have made the podium this time around.
What?
Nice. Sorry.
At the expense of Adam Carolla.
With the 5-point deduction.
And his 108.
Wow.
Nice.
Kyle Dunnigan, a.k.a. Jeff Goldblum, coming in with an 82 for a solid third place.
All right.
But the win goes to Gina Grad for 69, even though Brian's 37, Peter.
Oh.
Look at that.
She gets a symbolic win for 69.
Absolutely.
Hey, Jeff Goldblum, you want to hang out for news?
Yes, you know I'd say yes to that.
Yeah, I figured you'd say yes to that. All right, here's something you guys should say yes to. Tommy John. Oh, man, we've had a tough enough year. Let's not have to deal with the gifts. Get everyone on your list. Tommy John men's and women's loungewear. Say bye to the old stained sweatpants. Tommy John's loungewear is luxurious, soft, and guaranteed to fit perfectly. Loungewear, pajamas, underwear come in limited edition sets. Perfect for gifting, but they sell out quick, so get on it. The loungewear is so soft. It's so comfortable, especially when it gets cold outside. You put that stuff on, walk around with your hot toddy, and enjoy the holidays. No risk, because Tommy John's got the best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free. Guarantee it's Tommy John, right, Dawson?
Order now. Go to TommyJohn.com/Adam for $30 off site-wide and get last-minute holiday deals for a limited time only. Get $30 off for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/Adam, TommyJohn.com/Adam. See site for details.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Kyle Dunnigan and the news right after this.
Give me the news with Grad, news with Gina Grad, breaking viral, all those crazy Trump tweets. Give me news with Gina Grad, trouble in the Middle East, celebrity drunk meltdowns. Need news with Gina Grad.
The news with Gina Grad.
Though there is much still unclear about what's going on, congressional leaders said Sunday they have reached a deal on a nearly $900 billion COVID-19 relief package.
That includes billion with an M, people.
That's right. That includes individual checks, loans to small businesses, benefits to the unemployed struggling with the fallout of the pandemic. The measure it's likely to get signed by Trump would establish a temporary $300 per person per week supplemental jobless benefit. That's less than the $600 provided under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Security Act in March, and $600 direct payments to most Americans. That's half of the $1,200 that was approved in the spring. There's a lot of other caveats, still what it is unclear, but it has just been passed. So until the text of it is released, we really don't have the details, but that should be tomorrow.
Maybe I'm a little out of touch being a rich white guy and stuff, but when I hear him go like, every American's going to get $600, I think, really? How does that work? People been out of work for 9 months and we're going to get, first off, if this was 1951, every American getting $600 wouldn't really mean that much. It's 2021. It's insane. Yeah. Everyone's going to get $600. Relax. Like, how does that get anyone out of anything?
It doesn't. And they said they're going to extend the you can't kick somebody out, the eviction ban for 1 month.
Oh, great.
So you get your $600, you get another 30 days of somewhere to live, and then you better figure something out quick.
Well, Jeff, this apartments.com has to be.
True.
This has to be. I mean, you can't evict.
Salad days.
You can't evict anyone.
Yeah, it's a real problem. Yes, we have a major homeless issue here as well.
Yes, we do.
So, if you are homeless, go to apartments.com and get an apartment. Yes.
But the $600 isn't enough for the first and the last and the cleaning deposit.
That's not even a security deposit.
That's not even half a month's rent out here.
I didn't think of this. Fair point. Maybe you could go with a friend.
You need like 11 friends.
Yes, get 11 friends.
Yeah.
Yes, and get an apartment at apartments.com. Yes.
Hey, maybe we can talk to Trump about this. I feel like $600 doesn't cover one round of golf for you. Like you tip the caddy more than $600.
Drink service.
Kyle is trying to find Trump.
He does that. While he does that, there have been many stories. Oh, please, Mr. President.
Trump's here.
Hey, Trump. I'm glad you have your own theme song.
Yep. Whenever I go to a room.
It heralds. Yeah.
Trump's here. What's the problem there, Adam?
$600 a person or $300. It just doesn't. These families.
Just plenty. But for the poor people, okay?
Yeah, but they're
There's
struggling.
plenty of money, okay? They could pull it together, buy some noodles, okay? Boil some water. Okay, terrific.
No, it's not terrific. These people have been out of work for 9 months. You think $600 is going to fix it?
That'll be all right. Get a tent.
A tent?
Oh, you can buy a tent for $600. A nice one.
Yeah, a good tent's about $600.
You're a poor person. Look, get some clothes together. Get some wire hangers. Make a tent yourself. That's free. Okay?
Uh-huh.
You still have $600. Get a bowl.
Yeah.
Put some soup in there. You're all set.
So you're saying get soup in a bowl?
You're not getting any more than $600.
But what
okay?
about these people have kids? What kind of answer is that?
I mean, they do.
They have kids.
This is my answer. Ask me again, Adam.
These people have children.
Yeah.
It's dismissive.
Let me Kaylee McEnany here for a second. I do believe
Terrific.
that every person gets 600. So a family of 4 would get 2,400.
No.
No?
Kids get nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One
I must have read
person.
that wrong.
I
person in the
heard
family.
everybody in the family was getting.
And it's going to be taxed.
Oh, you're going to tax the $600?
Yeah. It's really $200.
Wow. It's so
That's right.
heartless, so
very
cold.
Trump check.
Trump
Terrific.
check.
Yeah, I'm going to put my name on it. I put my
Oh,
name on
you're
it.
going to put like Ed McMahon.
Yes. I know. It's terrific. It's Trump. It's terrific. Trump check. You're welcome.
I think it's whoever's leading the Fed, isn't it? I don't think the president puts his name on it.
Lies. Fake news.
Oh.
Mr. President, have you officially conceded the
concede
election?
what? Concede what, Brian?
The
Brian
election
is fake news. What'd you say, Adam?
Oh, yeah, Brian's really fake news.
It is.
I was asking a
Fake news.
question.
That's fake news.
Fake question. Fake question.
Yeah, so are you going to concede or
Yes or no?
Huh?
have you conceded? Are you going to concede?
Yeah.
It's that dismissive tone.
What do you think of Hunter
Watch it,
Biden?
pal. I'm going to take away your $200. What's your last name, Brian?
Grad.
Goodbye.
Hey!
Let me write that down.
What do you think of this whole Hunter Biden situation?
Look, the guy's a criminal. Okay? His kid, disaster.
Yeah.
Totally scammer, stole money. He's in bed. He made love to Chi.
Oh,
Did you know
no.
this? He made love.
No, that's somebody else. That's Eric Swalwell.
Okay, same difference. These guys, they're all criminals, crooks, and they want to take over the whole planet. That's the plan.
So are you going to pardon your family on the way out? Are you going to pardon yourself?
Well, I've got to. Look, they're after me. So I've got to pardon my family. All innocent, of course, except Ivanka. Everyone else totally innocent.
What did Ivanka do?
You know, some stuff. She's got that jewelry line. You know, she's got those China kids making all their jewelry. A little problem there. Okay.
I always thought she was your favorite of all the kids.
No, she's the hottest. Big
I don't want
difference.
to mix those two things up.
Big difference.
Right.
There's a difference between being attracted to somebody and liking a child.
That's true. President Trump, there seems to be a lot going on with
Emperor.
Emperor Trump. I'm sorry. There seems to be a lot going on with this Russian hacking scandal, and that people are saying that the news is reporting that you're not going very hard on Putin for this.
No. That's not true. Very tough on Russia. Very tough. Toughest president ever on Russia. I'm just playing the quiet game, you know. Staying back.
The long con.
Strike. The Trump strikes.
You're biding your time for another 6 weeks?
Waiting for
Biden
my
your
moment.
time.
Biden.
Yeah, say Biden your time.
Biden your time. All right, what else we got, Gina?
Biden my time.
All right. Well, let's talk about this vaccine. So, police, firefighters, teachers, and grocery workers will be among those next in line for the vaccine. That's according to the CDC. The committee voted 13-1 to recommend that phase 1B, because now we're completing phase 1A, include people 75 and older, frontline essential workers. That includes grocery store workers. Phase 1C will be people 65 to 74 and people 16 to 64 who have high risk medical conditions. So, Brian,
yeah, take that, all you cancer-free assholes.
Are you going to qualify for that, Brian?
Fuck, you know what?
Yeah.
I knew, I literally had it written down to ask my doctor, and I fucking forgot. So
why wouldn't you? It's high risk medical conditions.
No, I most likely would be, but I want to ask him, like, because there's exceptions for people who are going through treatment at the time. Like someone who's on chemotherapy probably wouldn't be allowed to get the vaccine because they have by definition, they have a compromised immune system.
And also,
I talked to Dr. Drew today.
About me?
Nah, we usually limit it to me. Okay. But sometimes we talk about him, but it's mostly me. I left him a little daylight. He talked about himself for about 12 seconds, and I found out this, which is he's getting the vaccine tomorrow. Oh. And then it's funny. They never really – it's all the information out there, and then you find shit out all the time, which is Drew's getting the shot, and then you got to get the second shot in 3 weeks, right?
Right.
But he goes, but that's good. I'll be 70% protected before I get the third shot. And I'm like, you will? He's like, oh yeah, you get the first shot, gets you about 70% of the way there, and then the next one kind of brings it home. And I'm like, how
so
come no?
I
never hear. There's never the discussion is you get one, and then you wait 3 weeks and you get the other, but no one talks about anything, you know, the 70% part or how it works, or I have not heard any discussion about it except for Drew today.
Or at this point, do you wait it out for the other one? You know, there's a lot of variables which I don't know the answer to.
Well, I don't know, but Drew's getting his tomorrow, and evidently the first one gets you 70% of the way there. So whatever that.
I don't wonder if it's the Pfizer, Moderna, or BioNTech.
I don't know, because I'm not getting the shot, so we like to limit it to me. So I didn't discuss that with him. Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. You're not getting it tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I just saw the two headlines. They're looking at the allergic reactions that come along with the vaccine. But of course, there's 3 different vaccines we're talking about. But, you know, like I got the flu shot a couple weeks ago, and I was down for like 2 days. I literally couldn't open my eyes, you know, so it's just your body is being tricked into thinking you have a disease. So hopefully it's just that kind of vibe. Like your body's just reacting to a foreign injection. There's also another headline.
I haven't heard much about side effects.
Everyone
seems pretty good, right?
It's pretty minor.
Literally, as of today, actually, as of yesterday, there's starting to be headlines of like, so what are the reactions? So what are the side effects? Because we're we're still in phase 1A, so we're just starting to understand that.
I think the flu, when you get the flu vaccine, they give you a little bit of the flu.
Right.
I mean, that's
right.
This is not that. This is something different. So you might not have that reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. There was also a headline, and I did not read the story, but the breaking news headline alert I got was wealthy Americans paying $25,000 to skip the vaccine line. So some people can't get toward it fast enough. Some people can't get away from it fast enough. So we'll see what happens.
So wait a minute. Are they paying $25,000 to skip to the front of the vaccine line?
Yeah. To get the shot, essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not good.
So we'll see.
It's the way that's how this country was built. We need those smart rich people. They're the earners. We need the earners. They got to be healthy.
I don't know if anyone had any plans to hop over across the pond to go to England anytime soon, but this is mostly for people in England who are thinking of leaving the country. Don't bother. Europe, lots of parts of Europe closing to travelers coming from Britain due to a new strain of coronavirus that's getting people over there. France said it would ban people from the next 48 hours. Germany, Italy, Netherlands ordered a suspension of flights from Britain. Ireland is imposing restrictions on flights and ferries. Belgium said it would close its borders to flights and trains. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced Saturday that the new strain had led to a spiraling infection increase. And there was also a separate story that 2 Italians just got back to Italy after visiting Britain, and they have this new strain. So just when you're about to stand up, the wave comes and crashes again.
Does the vaccine work on the new strain?
I think that's why they're freaking out, because now it's a new strain. That's not what what we prepared for.
Is it?
I don't think they should be canceling ferries. Is that what you said, Gina? That's terrible.
Yeah, they're canceling ferries. Yeah.
Oh, Sly. I think you just
banning them.
You don't.
That's not right to do. That's like the 50s.
They're talking about the kind of boats that carry cars.
Whatever
yeah,
you
what were you
want to
talking
call them. I'm just saying you shouldn't do that to people. Everyone's equal in Stallone's eye.
Well, they're not allowed to go to Ireland.
That's terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should protest.
Do you know where Ireland is?
Ireland. Let me see here. Let me do some math real quick. All right, now they got the potatoes there. So I'm gonna say Ireland would be. I think that would be north of here for sure. Is where you cook potatoes.
Technically true. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's right by Alaska.
No, I don't think so.
But it's near Alaska.
Well, let's give Mr. Stallone his credit where credit is due. People in Newfoundland kind of have Irish accents because when they end up getting kind of close together. So
that's what I thought we were talking about.
Yeah, that's my favorite dog. You like those Newfoundland dogs?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful dog.
Oh, they're
Giant.
so big.
Big, shaggy.
Big and shaggy. Huh?
But if you die in your house, a Newfoundland dog will just start to eat your face. That is a fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they will be your best friend until you are dead. And then when they get hungry, they will eat your face. That is a fact.
As long as I'm gone, let them nosh out.
All right.
What else we got, Gina?
Well, let's do one more of this crazy COVID story. So a California judge has ruled that strip clubs are exempt from the state's most recent coronavirus restrictions. That's according to Hill.com. A Superior Court judge issued a preliminary injunction on the restrictions in San Diego County after two strip clubs, Pacers International Showgirls and Cheetah's Gentlemen's Club, sued over the restrictions, saying, we're following protocol. Why us? So they get to stay in the game a little longer.
I think I was talking to Garagos about this, but he's like, what kind of goofy name is Pacers for a strip club? And I was like, Mark, once they came out with Spearmint Rhino, there is no more questioning other crazy names or goofy or nonsensical names for strip clubs. As long as there is such a thing as a Spearmint Rhino strip club, we cannot even venture guesses about other names for strip clubs.
Maybe the owners from Indiana. Is that something?
I'm like old school. I'm like Bob's Classy Lady. There's a guy named Bob. Yep. He opened a shop for naked ladies, and he only hires the classiest.
There you go. It's right in the name.
Yes.
Now we know.
What year did classy become derogatory? Like when did classy turn? You know what I mean? Like when? Like we used to use I don't know. Like obviously queer went from weird to gay. At some point, words turn. When did classy? Yeah. When did you describing a woman as classy become a demerit?
If Sinatra did it in 1948, you're like, oh, she's great. She's an upstanding citizen.
Right.
She's got class.
And I think it carried through to the 70s. Like I feel like there was some of that.
The strip clubs saying we got classy ladies here. That
ruined it.
That could be it. Exactly. I know 15 years ago when I was selling suits on Rodeo Drive, and someone would look in the mirror and go, this is classy, right? We would start laughing.
Joint.
Right.
Yeah. So I know that it hasn't been popular for a while.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Classy and introducing people to your lady friend. Those are those.
Don't do that.
It was a simpler time. You could smoke everywhere. You know, if you got pulled over for drunk driving, you just slip $100 with your license to the guy on the turnpike, and he escorted you home. It was a simpler time.
Yeah. I'm wondering if either Vice President Pence or President Trump are available for this story, because we're going to have a lot of follow-up questions. So I'll get it started, but I'm sure we're going to want to go straight to the source for some of this. So the U.S. Space Force has announced that its troops will now be known as Guardians. Oh, thank you, Vice President Pence. We're so happy to have you.
Space
So
Force.
according to The Independent, the name was instantly mocked as a play on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but officials at the newest armed service say the name has historical roots. So, Vice President, if I might quote you, you said that Guardians is a name with a long history in space operations, tracing back to the original command motto of the Air Force Space Command in 1983, Guardians of the High Frontier. Now the Guardians will serve alongside soldiers, airmen, sailors, Marines. The number is expected to grow to around 6,400 Guardians as Army and Navy personnel transfer over to the Guardians. And the other thing that people are drawing a comparison to online is the Space Force logo and the Star Trek logo. I have that for you so you can see the similarities.
Whoa.
Pretty similar.
That's a lawsuit, man.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, the Guardians are going to serve alongside stormtroopers in space.
Yeah, but that also connotates a thing that's a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, listen to the rest of the crew. On the ground, we will have Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Surveying the sky of Space Force.
Okay.
I think you're doing a little cross-pollination here with Star Wars.
Movie buff.
This was before Star Wars, my friend. Well before. This goes back to the canon of the United States of America.
Well,
the greatest state in the world.
The greatest state. Okay. It also sounds like you're ripping off Gene Roddenberry maybe a little bit. The Star Trek logo and the Space Force logo are almost identical. Could you speak to that?
That is absolutely false. The Star Trek logo was created way after the Space Force logo. When I was a child, I drew the Space Force logo.
You
yes.
You're saying you invented that?
Yes, my friend Spock and I drew up that logo.
Wait a
Spock,
minute.
Mr. Spock from Star Trek?
This all sounds very familiar.
No, this is all from the mind of Pence. The wonderful creative mind of Pence.
So you're saying that this is all your idea, the logo's your idea, and even though some of these names sound familiar, like, I don't know, Ewoks and Spock and things like
And
that.
Stormtroopers.
And stormtroopers, it has nothing.
Phaser guns.
What guns?
They're going to have phaser guns.
Phaser, yeah, set phasers to stun.
And coconut phones.
Okay.
Wait, that's Gilligan's Island, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's going to have a coconut phone in space.
Maybe the joke's on us, though, because if this plays well amongst, 16 and 17-year-olds, that's the ones they're trying to recruit, right, Mr. Pence? I would assume.
That's right. Everyone gets a lightsaber when they join Space Force.
I got to tell you, I was about the age when I was thinking about joining up and doing something in my life, and then the Army ran that stupid commercial where they go, "We get more done before 6 a.m. than most people do all day," and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm fucking out. You do not entice me. You would not entice any 17-and-a-half-year-old boy to get more done before 6 a.m. I didn't even beat off before 6 a.m. back then. I was so committed to my sleep. It was yeah, it was like, we get more done. I don't know if it's 8 a.m. We get more done, but they're in the guy like drinking coffee out of a tin cup. Like, good morning, First Sergeant. Like they were like loading up trucks and parachute. I was looking at that at 18 going, fuck that. I'm interested. I want to sleep in.
We get up at noon and play video games.
Yes, that's enticing. Yeah, what? That commercial, probably from the 80s, I'm guessing. The Army commercial.
It predated my time, yeah, because mine was Be All You Can Be. That was the big push.
Right. That may have got me. They do more before, I don't know, 9 a.m.? The point is they were up early working their ass off in the dark, and I was like, fuck that. I'm sleeping in, man. I'm a winner. I'm sleeping. All right, let's do one more, Gina Grant.
All right. Well, while he looks for that, some video has gone viral after DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks, wide receiver, was slapped with a $6,131 fine for unsportsmanlike conduct after celebrating a touchdown during their blowout win over the New York Jets last week. I don't know if you guys saw this, but we have it. After catching a short pass from Russell Wilson to score a touchdown early in the second quarter, he jumps over the fence into a crowdless stand and takes control of the TV camera to record his team's celebration. We're looking at the clip right now.
That's good, clean fun.
Yeah.
And okay, some might call it showboating and some might say it's unsportsmanlike. However,
every touchdown dance is showboating.
Well, commandeering the camera, but he wasn't the first to do it. Everybody on social media was quick to point out this clip This was from 2018. Chiefs Tyreek Hill did the exact same thing in a full crowd of people and did not get fined.
Yeah, it's hard to find. It's like it's up to everyone's discretion. But yeah, I saw it in real life, and who cares? And Metcalf is such a specimen, but he dyes his hair weird colors, and he's got the nose piercings, and it drives me nuts. Guys with nose piercings, they drive me insane.
Are you allowed to have a nose piercing on?
You should earn it when you're as good as DK Metcalf. If you're as good as DK Metcalf, you can do the nose piercing.
I can't believe face jewelry is allowed in the NFL.
Oh yeah, Zeke wears it for the Cowboys. He has like multi nose piercings.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of.
It's at your own risk too, because remember when Polamalu had the hair? Like you could get tackled by the hair. That's part of the uniform.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird that there are rules. Like, they don't have rules about guys. Like, there's some guys that have, like, big gold chains with, like, a crucifix or their initials or some shit, and it's just under their shoulder pads. And when they bust a run off, it'll pop out and start swinging around. Like, you see it in baseball all the time. I don't know. I'm not uptight, but I don't know. Maybe there should be a rule where you can't go out with, like, you couldn't go out wearing a Super Bowl ring, although that would be a fucking powerhouse move.
That's badass.
That's a flex.
If I was Tom Brady, I'd just put them all on my left hand and just come out there every time. And it just freaked the defense out. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing the audibleizing and you're doing Omaha, I'd put my hand up. And I'd blind the DBs with it.
That's right.
Just to shine it on them. And they'd be deer in the headlights. They'd go, fuck, that guy's got 5, 6. He's got 6. And then I'd be like, huh? And they would all second guess themselves. Because they'd be like, we're in cover 2, we're in zone. But I just saw this guy's 5 Super Bowl rings winking at me. And now I'm going to rethink my coverage, and they'd be all fucked up.
Hey, Tom, where's the 6th ring? What do you think it is?
That's right. It's on Giselle's clit. Always a gentleman.
That's right.
Oh, we got the Army commercial. Will you do more? Yeah. Got to picture me being 18 and watching this going, nah, I don't think so. Good morning, First Sergeant.
You're reaching deep inside you.
80s.
Go! Things you've never known. It's been tough,
Parachuting.
rough going, but you haven't gone alone.
We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
I'm tired now.
Oh, this was the LA.
Hey, First Sergeant. Good morning.
You can do it in the army.
I do miss all those commercials. Like, they do them for coffee commercials. They got the same guy. Like, you wake up in the morning, you need that helping hand. You do so much for others. It's like a montage of the guy like saying hi to the mailman and like helping the kid into the van. It's like
the dog
you never, so it's like you never compromise. The word is always yes. You do so much for friends and family. Now it's always about you earning your time. Now it's your time to have a beer. It's your time to have the cup of coffee because of how much you do. Let me hear that guy again. That guy worked nonstop in the 80s because it was like, you did. They did a woman version of it if you never stop. It was
the predecessor to Real Men of Genius.
Yeah, and it was never like, you never stop watching TV, you fat, lazy bitch. It was always real positive, you know? Sorry, let me hear.
You're reaching deep inside you. Go! The things you've never known. It's been tough, rough going, but you haven't gone alone.
All right. Yeah, that guy, yeah. Every commercial was that guy singing about something. Mm-hmm.
Reaching deep inside.
And you're right, like making you feel indignant. Like, yeah, I do too much for others.
I deserve that cup of coffee.
You do so much for others. Now it's time for a little.
Yeah.
That's time you take some time for yourself.
Helgon, take me away.
Right. And then the fakest move in any TV commercial, which is drinking the coffee with 2 hands.
Oh yes.
I've never enjoyed coffee
because
that
you're
much.
savoring it. You're
it's like there's just two hands. They're on the lake. You see, there's a little mist on the pond.
Because now you're dealing with four senses. You see it, you smell it, you touch it, you taste it. Now you're involving everything.
And she's such a good woman that her time can't be midday. It has to be before everyone wakes up.
Yeah.
So your time is from like 5:15 to 6:25 because at a certain point your husband and the kids, and then you got to go in the kitchen. You got to make them all. You got to take care of them.
Yeah,
but this is your time. But I would argue your time should be sleeping. You know what I mean? Like we could all get up at 4 this morning and have our own time. Be fucking miserable.
Yep.
But we'd be left alone. No one would be nagging you.
Yeah.
They'd all be asleep. I got to take a nap. You're reaching deep inside for parts you'll never know. You do so much for others. It's time you let it show. The montage is great. The montage. There's not enough montages, right? Is there? Movies all used to have a montage, right? They have to fix up.
Now they're done ironically.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no serious montage where they have to fix up a fraternity or do any good montage activity.
Got to put one foot in front of the other, put the other foot down. That's from Revenge of the Nerds.
That's right. All right. We have the songs by Jake Holmes.
Oh.
Did he work in other? Did he do like Sanka
he wrote
commercials?
Dazed and Confused. Some of the jingles he did. He did I'm a Pepper for Dr. Pepper.
He wrote
That's
that.
a big one.
He wrote Dazed and Confused?
The song Dazed and Confused, which was later reworked by Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Guy's got range.
Dazed and Confused is his song, and he sung the Army theme?
Yeah. He's a singer. He's noted as a singer, songwriter, and a jingle writer. So, who began a recording career in the 60s. So he's really known for Dazed and Confused and the Be All You Can Be song.
Yeah.
That covers it.
Well, everyone lands somewhere in between that guy and those two songs. I mean, you just don't get more. It's weird. Isn't it weird? All you have to do is scratch somebody's lottery ticket with just one little dime and a bunch of interesting shit pops up.
Yep.
Speaking of jingles and coffee commercials in the morning, one of Christie's first clients was, I believe, Folgers. I think she worked on those ads. We got to get her on sometime to talk about like the psychology of the two hands. This is my time. That was like her first like big client.
You're reaching deep inside you. You're getting up at 4. You're drinking a coffee with 2 hands. You stinking little whore. Sorry.
We have to rework that. We'll workshop it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. Yeah, maybe I'll make it 5 o'clock and do something that rhymes with 5.
That'd be better. No jive.
Yeah, no jive. Keeping that family alive. All right, let's bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Gina Grad. That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, last but not least, Simply Safe. Everyone wants to keep their home and family safe from break-ins, fire, flood, or medical emergencies. Simply Safe Home Security award-winning 24/7 protection. Not only an arsenal of cameras and sensors, you get the best professional monitors in the business. They got you. They got your back day or night, ready to send police, fire, EMTs. We use these guys here. We've always used Simply Safe. You go online, you order what you need. They'll send you all the sensors and peel and stick up and installed in half an hour, 30 minutes or less. Simply Safe's professional monitoring as well, 24/7, ready to send help at a moment's notice when they hear the alarm. No long-term contracts, no hidden fees, no installation costs. And right now, our listeners get a free home security camera with the purchase of Simply Safe. Simply Safe, 2 eyes in there, simplysafe.com/Adam. You get a 60-day risk-free trial. Protect yourself and your family with Simply Safe. All right, Naples, Florida, Off the Hook. That's a comedy club over there. January 16th, 17th, we're going to do live podcasts there, and then going to do stand-up there as well. And Burbank, going to do a show at the Pickwick Bowl out there, January 23rd. It's a drive-in show. So go to AdamCarolla.com for all you need. Kyle Dunnigan. Kyle, you can check him out on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kyle Dunnigan, and Instagram as well, at Kyle Dunnigan1, and shoot him a tweet at Kyle Dunnigan as well, and KyleDunniganComedy.com for all you need to know about Kyle Dunnigan. Kyle, thank you so much. Always
Thank
funny.
you.
We love
Always
it.
fun.
So, till next time, I'm Crow, Gina Gradwell, Brian, and Kyle Dunnigan saying, Mahalo.